there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Caitlin. I'm a pet blogger from Central Florida, and today's video is focused around one of my favorite topics that I love to talk about, which is dog enrichment ideas. If you are new to dog enrichment or you're just kind of discovering it and you're looking for new ideas, I'm so happy you're here. If you've never heard of it before, essentially what dog enrichment is, it's a way to provide games or activities that tap into your dog's natural senses to provide them with some added enrichment that's outside of like a physical activity. So we're talking puzzles, brain games, all those different things. So if you have a dog that gets bored easily, if you have a hyper dog, for today, if you have a chow hound, where are all my chow hound parents? Comment, tell me, you're gonna love this idea. So I first learned about this activity, it's called a busy box, about a year ago, and my life has been changed ever since. My dogs absolutely love this. I love doing it 1 to 2 times a week as a fun way to kind of switch out their regular dog bowl and give them their meal on this. So some people, when they make a busy box, you get your box, they'll just throw a bunch of toys in, throw their food in, and let them go. I like to make it a little more fun and challenging than that. So I'm gonna show you guys how I make my busy box using a bunch of fun things that are on the table behind me, and then I'm gonna actually give it to my dogs. This is their meal tonight. I'm gonna make the second one in between all of this. I'm gonna show you guys their real life, reaction, so you can see how excited my dogs get and how much fun your dogs can have with it as well. So let's get started making your very own busy box. Okay, so to start, we gotta start with a box. I recommend getting a box that kind of matches the size of your dog. So for instance, I have a large and extra large breed dog. My dog's Diesel and Annie. So for me, I need a bigger box. So I have an old Chewy box that I usually get when I get their dog food on auto ship. And for us, this works. If you have a Shih Tzu, you don't need a box this big, man. You might as well drop them inside or they're gonna get lost. Get a smaller box and go from there. So start with the box. You can even get an old Amazon box, something you already have. Get a box. And then from there, I like to build the base. So for the base, I do a few different things. Sometimes I will add in a dog puzzle and I'll fill up one of these. Or sometimes I will also fill, if the box is big enough, I will fill it with a snuffle mat. And this will be the entire bottom layer of my snuffle mat, or of my busy box, because depending on how your dog is searching through, they may do one thing or another, and they're just actually like looking through it, trying to find all these different things, and then they're like, oh my gosh, added challenge. So that's what I usually use to add my base. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you all these different parts, then I'm actually gonna shoot it from above, making it, so you can see all of it come to life and in action. So that's the base layer. Then from there, I'll throw in like a few other different things. So sometimes I'll throw in another box filled with either, the wrapping tissue paper that comes with the Chewy, dog food order, filled with some like paper towels. This is another snuffle activity. It's another brain game. I'll put all this in there. Sometimes I'll even throw just the paper itself in the box. And it's another thing they have to work through to find their food. They're using their sense of smell. They're really searching for it. So I'll add this in there after that. Then I love to either put these in the box or out of the box, depending on how it fits. I like to do treat-dispensing dog toys. So this is this is from Jolly Pets, and this is an old Bark Box toy. I love to fill these up. And fun fact, this Jolly Pets toy in particular will hold up to 1 cup of food. So depending on how much food you give your dog, you can put a lot of the meal just in this alone, and with their busy box, it's just another added challenge. They're having to push it around, adds more time, adds more effort for them to find their food. Then after that, usually what I like to do is I'll add in a lot of layers of regular toys that, if they have different textures, if they squeak, well, the squeaker's dead. I tried to squeak it. Oh, there's one. We still have one. I thought the dogs crushed them all. I'll throw in a layer of some of the toys. Sometimes I even have some of their burrow toys, like this one's from Zippy Paws. I have just some other toys. It doesn't matter if they're broken, if they're old. This is kind of a great way to still use them because your dog's focus is on the food, not ripping up the toy more. Unless, well, maybe they do, but I don't. So that's what I usually do on the top layer. And then in addition to that, sometimes I will add in some extra snuffle toys. This one has seen better days. This little poor octopus, but it still works. I'll throw this in on top. And then from there, I grab their food and sprinkle whatever left that hasn't been put in a puzzle or snuffle mat, and we put it on top and let them go. So now I'm gonna shoot it from above, starting from layer 1, show you guys how it makes, and then we're gonna give it to the dogs, and yeah, we'll wrap it up. So I'm going to make Diesel's first. Now, the thing about Diesel, And whenever you're making these, kind of have to keep in mind who you're making it for and which dog. So for instance, Annie is my really big puzzler. Diesel is my dog who loves a puzzle, but doesn't always want to stick on anything for too long. So for him, I like to start with a snuffle mat. And from there, don't mind me, I just kind of grabbed all the food and put it in a yogurt tub from a previous video. And I just start kind of working it in. And for him, I usually like to do like a full cup's worth of food almost in the snuffle mat itself, filling in all the different areas, really working it in. And that usually starts my base layer for him. From there, what I usually like to do is I will add in, I love adding in more snuffling activity like this box. And I'm actually gonna take this out as another added layer, put in a handful of treats in there. And I actually have a few other little toilet paper rolls that have kind of migrated their way out. From there, what I'm gonna do is add in a snuffle toy. I'm gonna add in this octopus that I showed you guys. This basically, as you can see, they have been ripped apart a little bit, but these essentially, you fill in the holes, it rolls up and actually attaches there. I love adding snuffle toys to the dog's meals. I actually have a full blog post featuring 3 fun snuffle mats, including the octopus and the snuffle mat that's at the bottom of the base here. So definitely check out my other video with 3 snuffle mats. I'm gonna make this up really quick and then I'm gonna put it back in and show you guys. Okay, so this is essentially what it looks all made up. It kind of rolls all together. Some of them have kind of come apart a little bit, but that's okay. So I'll kind of stick that guy in there, another added toy. Then I will add a treat dispensing dog toy. We'll use the one from Bark, kind of fill it in. Usually put it in sideways, set that in there for another added enrichment activity. And then from here, I feel like that actually looks pretty good for Diesel. I'll throw in a layer of toys, put things all on top, really cover it. And then all the last bit of food that's in the container, I just kind of sprinkle throughout. And from here, he's gonna actually have to search and find all this food, and he's gonna have an absolute blast. So since Annie is my puzzler, what I usually do different for her dinners when I do a busy box is I add in way more puzzles and treat dispensing dog toys. So some additional ones that I like to add are the Pobbler from Benebone. I will add the Jolly Pets toy in there. I have my own DIY snuffle mat or snuffle ball that I made with the JW Holy Roller. I add in some of these, outward hound puzzles that I shared. And then I'll even throw in some DIY ones that I've made, some of these videos out of, and put those in there too, whether it's using an egg carton, whether it's using Pringles can, yogurt tub, all the different things. I try to include way more activities for her because she needs way more enrichment, and I like her to be way more tired from her dinner because when she works for it, she enjoys it. She loves to work. So now I'm gonna make up hers, and I'm gonna show you the reaction of both of them getting their busy boxes. Good girl, Annie. Get it, Annie. Get it, Annie. Oh, she's going in. She's fully going in. I actually had a hard time getting their reactions because I realized I couldn't carry the box well while also getting the video going. So I'm just going to show y'all how they kind of interact with it. She's really going for it. So she has her box here, and then she's also got these 2 enrichment toys as well, which sometimes she goes back and forth, or sometimes she just starts with the box. So see how she's doing. Now let's go check on Diesel. Ooh, we're taking out more toys. Okay, we finding stuff? You're doing so good, Diesel. You're doing so good. Ooh, get more stuff out of the way. That's smart. I like your strategy. So as you can see, this is a really fun activity to do with your dogs. And I thought this was a fun, quick video to show a really fun activity that can double as a slow feeder bowl, an enrichment activity, and just an all-around great time for your dog. So if you like this video, subscribe for more dog enrichment ideas. I'm going to link in the description many other dog enrichment activities that you can do. I hope you guys absolutely love this video. Go try it out with your dogs. Let me know in the comments what you think. Oh, Colonel, I think, wants a busy box too. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Check out more videos. Have an awesome day.